Every year, the world loses more than $3 trillion to financial crime. The figure is so vast it's hard to picture. Enough to fund universal healthcare for multiple countries, enough to end extreme poverty several times over. Yet it slips away quietly, often without alarms, swallowed into the hidden pipelines of global fraud, cyber theft, and money laundering. For decades, banks and regulators fought this war with traditional methods: manual audits, paper trails, and teams of investigators poring over spreadsheets. In the 1980s, that worked. Even in the 1990s, it was possible to catch large-scale fraud if you were diligent enough. But today? The game has changed completely. Modern criminals don't wear masks and sneak into vaults. They operate from laptops in co-working spaces, from beachside villas, and from anonymous offices halfway across the world. They move millions of dollars through dozens of accounts in under a minute. They use online payment platforms, cryptocurrency mixers, and international shell companies layered so deeply that the true owners are almost impossible to trace. The challenge isn't just speed, it's camouflage. A fraudulent transfer doesn't look much different from a legitimate one. Small amounts are split into hundreds of micropayments. Transactions are routed through multiple countries. Payments happen at odd hours, with amounts carefully chosen to avoid triggering old-fashioned detection thresholds. By the time a human investigator sees the problem, the money is already gone. This is where artificial intelligence steps in. AI is not just a faster version of a human analyst, it's something entirely different. Machine learning systems can examine millions of transactions in real time, searching for patterns too subtle for the human eye. They notice when an account suddenly changes its behavior. Sending funds to new countries, interacting with suspicious counterparties, or operating outside of normal business hours. Predictive models can forecast the likelihood of fraud before it even happens. Natural language processing scans emails, messages, and even phone transcripts for signs of collusion. Network analysis reveals hidden webs of connections between individuals, companies, and accounts, uncovering the skeleton of a laundering operation long before it can be fully built. In 2024, a major European bank faced a threat unlike anything it had seen before. A network of fraudulent shell companies had infiltrated its system, moving millions of euros through microtransactions so small they appeared harmless. Each transfer was under the reporting limit, perfectly timed to blend in with normal traffic. No human compliance officer could have spotted the anomaly. But the bank's AI system did. At 3:47 a.m., it detected an unusual signature. Dozens of accounts sending identical amounts to unrelated recipients, all within the same 3-second window. The AI compared the data against millions of historical records from around the world and found an alarming pattern. These accounts were part of a known laundering tactic used by a syndicate operating in 4 different countries. Within minutes, the system automatically froze the suspicious accounts. Investigators were alerted in real time. By sunrise, an international task force was already coordinating arrests. The final tally: $120 million saved from vanishing into the criminal network, 14 suspects detained, and a major money laundering ring dismantled. Without AI, none of that would have happened. The transfers would have gone unnoticed until it was too late, and the money would have vanished into offshore accounts beyond the reach of law enforcement. This was just one case. Around the world, AI is now tracking billions of dollars in daily transactions, flagging risks in milliseconds. It's reshaping the fight against crime by replacing reaction with prediction, by making it possible to stop criminals in the act instead of chasing them after the fact. But there's a deeper truth here, one that both excites and unsettles. Criminals are evolving too. They are already testing AI-driven countermeasures, using machine learning to disguise their activities. The fight has become an arms race between two kinds of intelligence: human ingenuity and artificial precision. The future of finance depends on which side adapts faster. If AI continues to grow in accuracy, transparency, and reach, it could make large-scale laundering and fraud far harder to pull off. Banks would save billions, and trust in the global financial system could be restored. But if criminals find ways to exploit the same tools, the stakes could be even higher than they are today. For now, AI stands as the most powerful weapon we have. It learns, it watches, it connects dots no human could connect in time. And for victims who might otherwise lose everything, that can mean the difference between justice served and money lost forever. The battle is far from over, but for the first time in years, there's a real chance the good guys are one step ahead.